Welcome. My job, it says, is welcome. So welcome to Family House, and thank you all for coming, everybody. Thank you for coming. It takes a lot of hands to do something like build the addition that we just built. We have staff who added the burden of building a building to their regular work, which was already busy. We have volunteers that just lean over backward to do what we need every day. We have the construction workers whose hands made the building what it is today. And we have our architects and designers who work so hard to get us where we are today. It takes a lot of hearts as well. We had so many donors who reached into their pockets and deep into their hearts in order to help us raise the money to build the building. Most particularly the SECU Foundation, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, UNC Hospitals, and the Oak Foundation, among many, many others, as well as our individual donors who just were incredible, and the guests in the house whose hearts we worry about every day. We had to create a home. And a home only is created when you can do that with an amount of kindness. We appreciate the kindness of and the continued work of those who provide meals, those who come and do music, those poets and artists who contribute every day to the way that the house works. And we're glad that we have now an expanded place of respite for people who are faced with incredible challenges, both as patients and as families. So we welcome you. We thank you for everything that you all have done to help us get to this point, and we look forward to cutting the ribbon and to having new guests join us in the Pine Edition. Thank you.
I bring greetings from the town of Chapel Hill, but when I heard this is an exciting day for this house, I want to say it's an exciting day for Chapel Hill. This is the type of community project that we value in our community. The fact that you're willing to open your doors, expand your resources, and embrace people who have to travel from far away to come deal with incredible health issues is just what community is all about. We know people value our incredible healthcare systems that we have in this region, but when you can add in the nurturing, the welcoming, the supporting, and the entire embracing of being able to access that wonderful health care, that just says a lot about who you all are. It says a lot about what the community values. And so we're very, very proud and pleased, and it looks fabulous. I wish we could take the tour. You've just done a quality job for an outstanding reason for so many families for years and years to come. So thank you for all that you've done, and I hope we helped you along at the town. I know we can make it sometimes the hoops seem insurmountable, but we are very pleased, we are very supportive, and we're very, very excited. So congratulations on a job well done.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. I'm delighted to be here with you today to celebrate the opening of the Pine Wing of the SECU Family House. And Pam, I have been inside and it is absolutely gorgeous. I encourage you to find time to explore it. Providing the best care to our patients is really a deeply collaborative effort. Each patient who comes to UNC Hospitals relies on the support of a rather large network of dedicated and caring individuals, from doctors and nurses to housekeepers to financial counselors to food service professionals and really so many more. This network of care extends well beyond the walls of the hospital up the road. Our patients also depend on their families and our community resources to support them while receiving care. The services provided here at the Family House are absolutely an essential part of that network. Our patients come from all 100 counties of North Carolina and beyond, and they have enough to think about while receiving care here without having to worry about where they and their families will stay while in Chapel Hill. Family House provides these families with some peace of mind. This is why I'm overjoyed to be here today and to help cut the ribbon on this new expansion. Since Family House opened first in 2008, this house has provided hospitality and a home away from home for thousands of families. By doubling the number of rooms, this expansion has made it possible to provide comfort for many thousands more. I'm proud to be here today and join you all in celebrating this ongoing partnership between the SECU Family House and UNC Hospitals. Thanks to your hard work, many more of our patients and their families will have a comforting and healing environment while receiving care here in Chapel Hill. Thanks so much.
Well, I just can't say enough about how proud I am to be here today to represent the members of State Employees Credit Union. On the drive over here from Raleigh today, I started thinking about all those years ago in 2005 when our foundation made the decision, our board, to fund the Family House and the first capital project here. This was the first capital project for SECU Foundation, and I think it really has set the standard for the work we hope to achieve in North Carolina. The Family House leadership, the staff, the board are just incredible folks, and the work that they do to reach out to folks from all over North Carolina and to provide them comfort and lodging during the most difficult times in their lives is incredible. I can tell you, over the years of working for the foundation, we receive more letters, honestly, from our work with family houses throughout the state than almost anything else we've done, because it impacts the lives of so many people and so many of our members. Another point that I'm really proud to think about are the number of SECU volunteers to Family House. Our organization really has adopted Family House, and we spend a lot of volunteer time here because we realize the impact of the work being done. So I'm so proud of our branches and our internal departments. I think we have an employee, Shell Batchelor, who is serving on your board right now, and we have folks out there from our local branches representing our membership. Our members are so proud of the work being done here. So after all these years, we're proud to still be a part of the expansion and just excited to see what you all are going to be able to do with this added capacity. So thank you for having us today.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, warm, polleny, Chapel Hill afternoon. But I'll tell you what, I don't know about you, but I'd rather be nowhere else, and such an honor. I'm Reagan Green Pruitt, and I am representing Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, and I'm on the board of the SECU Family House as well. And so I've gotten to know the house personally and professionally over several years. I had the opportunity to be in the house with our fearless leader, Jay Patel, in around the Christmas time, and honestly was just overwhelmed with the warmth that you felt in the house, getting the opportunity to hear from some of the families and the impact that this house has had on them and their families, and how this house really just holds a special place in their hearts. And the Pine Wing's going to be able to expand on how many special places that this house holds in families' lives. And so I'm excited to be a part of that. And you know, it's really refreshing as an organization, and Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, when you find another organization that aligns so perfectly with your own mission. And so, as you know, we're focused on improving the health and well-being of North Carolinians, and that's just what the SECU Family House is doing for and has done for so many families. And removing the barriers to getting quality health care right here from UNC Hospitals, and all the great work that Janet and Roel and their entire teams are doing at UNC Hospitals to provide this care, allowing these families to not have to worry about a safe and affordable place to stay, not having to worry about transportation to get themselves or their loved ones to the hospital for care, not having to worry about that meal, and seeing these smiles when they walk in after a long day, and probably a very difficult day, is just priceless, and the value that this house will continue to provide is priceless. So on behalf of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, thank you to UNC Hospitals, thank you to the board, thank you to SECU Family House for continuing to do the great work that you do and providing that safe place for these families to rest and gather strength for that next day and create that special place in their heart and removing that access to quality health care. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Bruce Ballentine. I'm the project manager and the owner's representative of SEC Family House for the expansion project. And I do want to follow up on something that Mayor Heminger said. And I wanted you to be aware that both the mayor and her council unanimously supported this project and approved it, as did the various committees of the town of Chapel Hill and the University of North Carolina. So we had unanimous support as we went through that review process. Well, we're here today to talk about the people that actually built it and met for, a year and a half or more every other week. And I want to ask those team members, as I call their names, to stand up if you're out here or here. First, representing the Family House Board is Mary Beck, that spoke to you earlier. Representing Family House staff, Janice McAdams, Jan Ross, John McKelniak. Representing MHA Works, who is our architect, is Michael Heining, Jeff Trussler, Brian Maxwell. Representing CJT, our landscape architect and civil engineer, Wendy Ramsden and Chuck Hill. Now to the contractor, J.D. Beam. They built the building. They were outstanding, and I'll tell you, they came in the beginning and worked with us to get within budget. They did value engineering. We reduced the cost without reducing the quality of the building, as you'll see when you get a chance to go through it. And representing J.D. Beam is their president, Glenn Kistler, their project manager for this project, Gabe Everhart, and a true rock star, Fred Schultz, project superintendent. There he is. The reason I say that, I'll tell you that over 40-something years of being involved in construction, I put contractors into two categories. Those that come to you once they've run into a problem and there's no easy fix, it's already happened. And those that look ahead, see something coming, come to you and tell you, there's a problem coming if we don't do something about it, and here's how I suggest we deal with that. That's what J.D. Beam did. Not only in the beginning, they watched our money carefully, they spent it wisely, they did a fantastic job, and I hate to end on a sad note, but I did want to mention this. Their original project manager was a gentleman that I've known for many, many years named Joe Rucker. He started in the very beginning, worked diligently. He's a long-term member of this excellent firm, and sadly he passed away during the project. That was a huge blow to this company. They didn't miss a beat. Glenn Kistler came to every meeting after that until Gabe was brought on. They continued to do excellent work, and I do encourage you to see this beautiful building when you get a chance. Thank you, team. Thank you.
Thanks to each of you for gathering, and thank you to UNC Health, our sponsor for today's ribbon cutting, and to Blue Cross Blue Shield for the multimedia support for this program. We are so thankful to have sponsors such as you. And thank you, you all. After standing up there for a minute, it feels really good to stand up. These are the hot seats. So we're going to let you all stand up here in just a minute. We didn't mean it that way at all. In 2016, our friends at Moss & Ross helped us name the campaign to build this house, Share the House. Little did we know that $10.3 million, and 5 years later, we would finally be ready to share these new rooms in Pine Wing, increasing our mission to 59 rooms and 16 suites. And here's the kicker, available in late April. Our fingers are crossed. We can't wait. We're hoping that's the case. During the first 10 years of Family House, we hosted about 2,200 guests per year. Matt Ewan, board president at the time, did a little math for us and shared that in those 10 years, we had enough guests to fill the Smith Center. Think on this. With 25 rooms, we're going to be able to fill the Smith Center every 5 years. Hubert's going to have to find another place to practice because of us. Those are guests in the house. That is the number of people who are staying with us, their family, their heartfelt people who have come with us. And I was hoping today, we had chairs up here for a couple of family house guests staying in the house, and we had asked them to join us. As the day went on and it got hotter, we got regrets. And so we know that there are people in the house, in the completely full house tonight, who are wishing they were here with you to be part of this program, and we wish them all well. We are pleased to have the Honorable Deanna Bullard, North Carolina Senator from District 45. Deanna, I don't see you. There you are, right there in the purple dress. Deanna is the district that goes from Hickory to Sparta to Jefferson, and there are people in her district who come and stay at Family House. Deanna, thank you for joining us. She is Chairman of Education and Higher Education, Chairman of Appropriations for Education and Higher Education, and Chairman of Pensions, Retirement, and Aging. How do you have time to join us? But thank you for doing it. We really appreciate that. With us in these hot seats up here, please stand for your break when I mention your name. Representing all of the hundreds of volunteers at Family House are Charles and Patsy Harrison. Stand up, please. Meal team providers and much loved long-term volunteers. It feels good to stand up, so you can keep standing if you want to. There are the volunteers and campaign leadership who helped Martha and her team raise the $10.3 million. Martha, please stand. Bob and Becky Woodruff, please stand. Matt Ewan, please stand. Maureen O'Connor is not with us, but those are the people who are instrumental in raising this enormous amount of money. So please, we are so thankful to them. Our partners, you've heard this over and over again. You can't say too much about your partners. SECU Foundation, UNC Hospitals, Blue Cross Blue Shield, the town of Chapel Hill. There were moments, Pam, there were moments. And they were not always in the meetings. Sometimes they were after, but thank you so much for sticking with us through all of that. And our board of directors, in your program is a list of our board of directors. I just would like to say this about this amazing group of people. If I, as an executive director, could gift any other nonprofit one thing, I would give them a board as committed and mission-driven as ours. They are an amazing group of people. Some are leaving. We're not going to forget them. We've got new people coming on, but consistently, the mission of Family House brings a quality of care and interest and willingness to put their shoulder to the wheel of project after project. And in this case, this year, it was COVID. Who expected that when they joined the board? So we are really thankful for our board. Bruce, Ballentine, and Mary Beck, stand up, please. These are two volunteers. I mean, if we paid them, we couldn't afford them. They used their considerable gifts to bring this project from a construction site to 33 new rooms, and now we need our sheets and towels. Thank you both for so much. And then there is, I'm skipping because of time, I'm skipping all the people that Bruce mentioned because our construction team was just the best of the best. Jan Ross, where's Jan? Stand up. Jan Ross, John Pekelniak hiding over here with his hand on his face, and Dana McMahon, who isn't here right now, have worked with our operations staff and our friends at Bassett Furniture to create a lovely and hospitable home. I can't wait to share it with you. The furniture's great. The colors are fascinating, and we just can't wait to put people in the beds. Think about this. 75 rooms. It's just huge for us. So thank you for joining us. I'm turning this program over to Amy Blackwelder, our Assistant Director of Development, she's just able to handle us and get us to the point of where we're going to really cut the ribbon with 15 pairs of scissors. So, Amy, you're on.
3, 2, 1.